Biggest thing that I learned from that is to keep your finger point up the whole time.
Do this, kind of confuse you with the ball, to make the pass like that.
And you just do a little flick of the wrist to have it roll over. Guys, before we get into today's video, I'm gonna give away this signed Harlem Globetrotters basketball to one of you guys. It's signed by Champ, Zeus, and El Gato. This was a long time ago, so it's kind of lost some of its coloring. Chris Staples is also gonna sign it. All you have to do, like this video, drop a comment, and be a subscriber of this channel for a chance to win. Enjoy today's video. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh Horton. This is Chris Staples. You've probably seen him on the channel before, but maybe you did not know you were with the Harlem Globetrotters for over 3 years, right?
Yep. So
today, I've done a few videos with the Harlem Globetrotters before, but today we're gonna go over 5 steps, 5 skills you need to learn to get yourself on the team, to become a Harlem Globetrotter so you can try out for the team and tour with the world famous Globetrotter. Here we go with skill number 1. Skill number 1 is something you guys all love, trick shots. Every Globetrotter has some quick trick shots in their bag, right?
yes, a lot.
Several, but we're just gonna go over 3 trick shots that I love, my go-tos, the first 3 I ever learned, starting with backward shot. To do this shot, you line yourself up directly across from the hoop. It's a lot easier when you have another hoop to look at. Kind of learned that it's kind of that bar of the fin. Line the ball up with that. You put the ball directly in front of you. If you're right hand, left hand, you don't want it to your right or to your left. You want it right in front of you. So you make sure your feet are shoulder width apart, keep nice and straight, and then release. Just like that. Let's try it again. Let's try again. Close enough, you get the idea. Next trick shot is one that is super easy to get consistent. It's one I actually learned from being around Chris all the time, and that's the granny shot, which has come in really handy with my shoulder injury. My shoulder injury hurts when I extend here, but I can do this all day. So I've gotten really good at it lately since I hurt myself, but I'm gonna let Chris explain how you get good at the granny shot.
Okay, for the granny shot, usually I like to have my middle fingers on both sides of the basketball, and I use that to control the spin.
And there you go.
That's
Hold
one.
on. Back to back, back to back.
You got it, Josh?
Oh yeah. Just like that, getting consistent. Okay, trick shot number 3. Next one is a trick shot I actually learned from doing videos with the Globetrotters, and that's the off the backboard spin. Just like that. So if you learn the right amount of energy to push up, it's actually a pretty easy shot. You just have to push up so that it hits the backboard, and it's gonna do the right amount of spin to go right in the hoop almost every time.
Show off. What? Who said that? Not Caleb.
There you go. Just like that. This segues nicely into the next skill you need to learn to become a Globetrotter, and that is ball spinning. Wow. It's something I've gotten decent at over the last couple years, but it took some practice. The best tip I ever learned was to spread your hands pretty wide. That helps you get a really fast spin on the ball, because it's all about the spin, right? Like,
all about the spin.
It's just basically balancing the ball on your finger like that, but once you can get a good spin that it's even, you're able to do that. Chris's tip that he likes to tell people is try to catch it like you're catching an egg. So you gotta give with that catch. So you can't just hold your finger there. You have to drop the finger down, just like that. And you do wanna be spinning it on your nail. You can do it on your fingertip, but on your nail is easier. And another thing I learned is you can put your thumb on your pointer finger when you're first learning if you need a little bit more stability. Another Globetrotter actually taught me to just work on balancing the ball on my finger when it's not spinning, which is really tough. You can do this, it gets easier when it's spinning, so work on that a little bit too, and then just put it all together. A trick I'm working on now is the curl. You call it curl around the world?
Around the world.
Jugglers call it a curl. Globetrotters call it around the world, but it's that skill, that's something that I'm still working on. It's still getting somewhat consistent. That was pretty good. Yeah. Biggest thing that I learned from that is to keep your finger point up the whole time and move your body around.
You rotate your wrist.
Yeah. For me, the hardest part was when you get about here, because here it's really hard to keep that finger up.
What I learned is to be able to hold the ball right there while it's still spinning.
That's tough.
And that's where
I feel like I would struggle with that.
The push is there.
Next up is passing. You need to be a good passer. If you want to be part of that magic circle that's super iconic for the Harlem Globetrotters, you need a bunch of cool passes. Got a couple. I'm just gonna let you show me 3 of your favorite passes and how to do them. Let's start with that weird cop-a-doodle one you do.
This is the wraparound. Do this, kind of confuse you with the ball to make the pass like that.
I feel like my arm isn't far enough. Jeez. Maybe it's my left.
Nope. Put your knuckle up.
I'm gonna hurt my other shoulder.
Yeah, I guess if I did my left hand. I'm just.
There it goes.
There you
Okay.
go.
I bent my body more. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wrap around the ball here. Boom. There you go. There you go.
It looks almost identical.
Shut up. All right, number 2.
It's a no-look leg pass.
Wow. So impressive. Every time I see him do it.
If the ball doesn't land right there in the groove, if it's hard to stay, you can actually put your hand there as a guide. There you go. You gotta make sure you pop that leg out. You pop the leg out. Boom. There you go. Wow. There you go. Woo! Next pass is called the elbow pass. Wrap around. I'm gripping the ball, but I'm putting it right in front of the elbow. Perfect.
3 passes help you become a Globetrotter. Next skill, different from passing, is ball handling. Of course, we didn't say this, but you have to be a great basketball player to become a Globetrotter. Some people say, oh, they're not real basketball players. They are all either ex-college athletes, played overseas, or they're just freaks of nature, athletic.
They're the best of the best. I call it basketball on Broadway because you have the best in every single category.
So you do have to be really good at basketball, but one of those things is, of course, ball handling. I think the first one would just be chest roll. I learned for juggling first, but a lot of Globetrotters do different variations of it. They'll keep it going like that. But for me, just worked on starting on one hand, and you just get a little flick of the wrist. Look at the flick of that wrist. Have it roll over. And then once that feels really good, you can, instead of catching it again with your hand, you just put your palm down as it comes around and keep the ball going. One of the most classic Globetrotter moves, I remember seeing this on Scooby-Doo when they were the special guests, is just flicking it backspin and having it go from hand to hand. Try to get it to first just go behind your neck. Just worry about that first part of having it go there. You can let it drop. Just worry about getting there. And then once you get good at that, try to balance it to continue the spin on your left arm. Another skill that I learned before I had done anything with the Globetrotters was the net catch. We do that all the time in juggling. Right. And again, like catching the spinning ball, you really have to give, like you're catching an egg and you don't want it to break. Keeping your head up so you have a flat surface to catch it on, so your head is up. If your head is down, it's gonna fall off. There's not a place for it to rest, so you really have that little cup bowl area to catch it. There you have it. So that's 3 ball handling skills you can work on at home. Moving in to the final category, and that is find your specialty.
I know my specialty.
Chris's specialty is, of course, dunking. He was called...
I was going to say juggling. What are you talking about?
That's mine. His Globetrotter name was Smooth because his dunks were so smooth. My Globetrotter name is Juggling Josh because I know how to juggle. But most Globetrotters, we say, have one specialty, right? They're either a shooter, a dunker, a ball handler as their focus. They need to know a little bit of all this stuff.
For sure.
But they have one thing that they're really, really good at. Let's see some dunks, and I'll show you some juggling.
They say you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. And no, I don't wanna be alone in the world out there. Here we go.
Thank you guys for watching. I guess the last step, Chris, what would people do if they actually have all these skills? You apply online now these days, you send in a video, and then you can come out for the real audition, right?
You go to HarlemGlobetrotters.com, you submit your video, and they will get back with you. They're looking for the best, so if you're if you think you're the best, they will find you, I promise you. So
good luck to all of you. If you guys have all these skills, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to Chris, make sure you subscribe to me, drop a like and a comment on this video for a chance to win this basketball. And we'll see you guys next video. Oh yeah, Instagram shoutouts. Thanks for following my Instagram. See you guys later, bye.